Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Fuel for Success. This is episode number 18. I'm here live again in Tampa, Florida with the one and only Matt Maddix. It's great to see everybody that's on the show this morning. Happy Friday. Man, I'm
It's a
excited.
happy Friday, man. God is good.
I'm excited about today for a lot of reasons. And, we're doing our Mission 25 launch in Tampa, Florida here. We did some preliminary stuff last night. And yesterday during the day, we've already been out this morning doing some stuff. But I'm also excited because today's show, as just like every Friday, is about family and relationships and what impacts our lives more on a daily basis than the relationships we have with people. And the relationships we have in our family are something that is integral to our lives. So what an amazing thing. I don't know how many of you were with us last night. We actually did like a marathon over 2 hours free cast last night talking about Mission 25, just pouring out some passion, giving some stories, talking about what we did.
Sorry about that. Carol, if you're in here, can you come here real quick, please? Speaking of Mission 25, we're in the middle of some very fun and exciting things. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you call? That's Kent calling right there.
The top number is dialing.
I'll call him for you. Sorry about that, guys. We've got a lot going on right now, needless to say.
It's actually probably a miracle of God that we're here right now doing this.
Huge. We didn't get to bed till 3:30.
It was after 3 o'clock a.m. We got to bed. We're working on details, executing things. We were up early this morning out. We're slammed
picking up food.
Picking up food. You ought to see the truck. Matt's truck is literally, we had to spot about, it was like
Carol was like squeezed in like this. Yeah.
Like Neil Armstrong going to the moon. It was awesome. So we've been doing lots of stuff. It's been busy. It's been exciting, but we did not want to miss the show because we wanted to see.
Refused to miss.
That's right. We wanted to see all of you on here. And how are you doing, Matt?
I'm blessed, man. Today's been an amazing day. God is good. Glad to be alive. Feels good to live a life. What?
Text him what time you want to go.
Anyways, God is good, man. We're blessed. Tonight's the launch of our Mission 25 in Tampa. People are coming from everywhere. It's been exciting. We got people flying in today. People have driven all night. People in the local area here. Just going to be going out serving the poor and single mothers and kids with cancer and the fatherless, battered women. It's just going to be a lot of fun, Mike. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, want to encourage everyone to ask questions today. Everybody's been so great sending in emails and text messages with questions, topics that they'd like to see us discuss, on the show. And we're so excited that you're all here with us today live. And also for those of you that are watching on the archive later, thanks for taking the time to watch. We're really humbled by it. We're so thankful to be able to interact with folks and hear what's on their heart.
People. We were on a deal for 2 hours last night. We had people hanging out with us.
That's right.
It was awesome, man. Raised $1,000 last night in our Spreecast, which was cool. A lot of giving and people donating to Mission 25. We asked everybody that believes in us to give $20. People gave above and beyond. And we're thankful for people that are still giving. So I appreciate what Mary had to say. She says we still look fired up in spite of the lack of sleep. I'm going on pure adrenaline right now, Mary.
Adrenaline and coffee.
100% pure adrenaline.
I'm gonna have to detox all this caffeine out of my body after this weekend. We'll do that on Monday. We'll do some juicing.
Yeah, we're definitely
juicing show. As you know, on Fuel for Success, Monday through Friday, we cover 5 different topics. They're all interrelated, and I'm amazed at how God orchestrates that, and they all interrelate and intermix.
Well, they all impact our life in a huge way.
Absolutely. We start with juicing and health and weight loss on Monday. We talk about juicing quite a bit on that, and then we talk about life coaching motivation on Tuesday. And then into church growth on Wednesday. And, our spiritual lives are so important, and being involved in church is such an important thing. And, of course, yesterday, what an awesome interview we had with Joe Giletti yesterday.
Joe was awesome. Hey, Caleb, come here. Caleb's home with me. Come here real quick. Everybody wants to say hi to you. This is the one and only right here, guys. How you doing, man? Today's about family and relationships. So how you feeling today?
Feel good.
Feeling good? You glad to be home?
I'm very glad to be home.
Got a day off school today because it's Mission 25 Friday, and he's helping us out, which we need his help. Caleb, so let's suppose there's a dad out there, a mom, that wants to be a good dad or mom. What advice would you give them, man, to be a better dad and a better mom?
I think it's all about quality time. The most you can just have, just build your relationship by the little things you do. The relationships aren't all about the big things; they're about the little things you say, and just as simple as eye contact or
That's
just
powerful. Very powerful. It's not about the big things, about the little things. What are some little things that parents can do to make their kids feel loved?
whenever you're hanging out with your kids, not always on your phones or on Facebook.
What are you talking about? Am I ain't always on my phone?
I know you're not.
No, I'm just kidding. No, that's good advice. Not always on your phone or their Facebook. Why is that important, do you think, man?
Because it shows that you really care. That it's not you're just not always but you're actually
You're in the moment.
in the moment with it.
Very good. What else makes kids feel loved? What do kids want from their parents, man?
Unconditional love, just a good relationship. But they also want discipline, even though they might not show
Really?
it.
Give us an example of this.
Well, they like, cause I know what you do is every time I leave my clothes on the floor or whatever I do, it's you have to pick it up, put it in the clothes basket once, do it, take it out, put it back on the floor, do that 5 times, and then that's just the discipline factor. And then you're actually helping your kids with their habits when they get older.
So, how important are habits? Like, let's suppose there are kids watching later tonight after school. Talk to kids, maybe. How important are habits?
It's all about habits. We might not realize it, but that really what happens when you get older is if you build bad habits, you're gonna have a bad life, and you're just not gonna know what I was supposed to do in this situation. The little things really end up to be the big things.
That's good, man. You got a lot of wisdom, son. So let me ask you this. What's the secret to staying motivated? You're very self-motivated. You're self-motivated to study, to do your drills, to memorize your Bible verses, to eat healthy, to exercise. What's the secret to, as a kid, staying motivated, man?
Well, there's 3 things to be positive, and okay. So there's 3 things that's called 3 R's: react, rethink, routine.
That's
So
good.
we got to think how we're going to react to this, how we're going to think of this in the future, and then we got to make it a routine to build it, build our positivity. And whatever situation we're going through, we're always going to react. How are we going to react? How are we going to rethink this one next time? And then what's our routine going to be to break this habit?
Guys, I'm blessed with a good kid. This kid's got some wisdom, man. That's good. That actually helps me too. So basically, how we react is important.
Yes.
And then maybe rethink how we reacted, how we should react, and then kind of develop a routine, right? Very good. I like that right there.
That's good.
So, Caleb, we live in a world that's a real world. There's kids out there whose parents are going through a divorce or have gone through a divorce. You've lived through it. Share some advice for kids, maybe some encouragement that maybe their parents have gone through a divorce. What would be your advice for them?
Well, first I think you just gotta realize, what God's will is, pray for God's will in that situation, because really whatever God wants to happen is going to happen potentially. And I just think that this the reactor thing routine and just the fact that you know what I'm blessed to be alive. I'm not like you posted a picture on Instagram yesterday with the lady eating in the trash can. That we're not eating in the trash can. We have worse scenarios we could have, and then we also have better ones. But it's about focusing on where we are right now in the present.
Man, you've impacted me. Dude, this is some good stuff. We need to have this dude on the show
I know,
more
right?
often, man. So,
Good.
what about kids out there that struggle with eating healthy?
Like I said, it's habits, and like the daily five. Me and my dad did this thing called the daily five. 5 vegetables and fruits, whether it's a banana, carrots, kale, broccoli, juicing,
Apple, berries.
yeah, just
Explain the power of the daily five and what that is.
Well, it's the 5 fruits and vegetables that you'll eat a day, and it's just like 2 carrots, just whatever you can find to get 5 fruits and vegetables in your body. And I've learned that it ends up impacting your life like throughout your days because of that.
You feel better when you eat it?
Yes.
Even though you're a real kid, right? You necessarily aren't craving wheatgrass. Right?
That's true.
What about them greens drink I make you drink, man?
I mean, I know they're healthy, but I feel like there's other ways you can get stuff in your body for a
Like
kid.
carrot and apple juice or water with lemon. You drink a lot of water with lemon, man. Do you feel better?
Yes, it
Very
does,
good.
and it tastes good too. So
So well, let's suppose a kid has a bad attitude. Let's just maybe he's frustrated, maybe he's angry, maybe he's had some bad things happen. He just doesn't have a good attitude. He's getting in trouble in school a lot. What would be your advice for them?
whatever you can, always you're constantly thinking what I can do better. Even because we're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna have bad attitudes on some days, but it's the fact that you know what you realize it and you just you break that habit next time because you realize it the first time. And it's not about what we like do wrong, but how we can fix it.
Kind of be honest with yourself,
Yeah,
and when you do that evaluation, reevaluate, like be honest and like, hey, you know what, I messed up, instead of sort of letting your ego get in the way. And
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how you grow. I mean, I even to this day, like today, I seen situations I could have reacted to better. So, I think that's really good. Caleb, that's some really good stuff, man. I appreciate what you have to
Thank you.
say. This is all in the spur of the moment. He just walked in the room. He knows not to walk in the room on the middle of it because he's going to get called on the spot, but he's the best at it. So, Caleb, what about a kid out there that they're a kid? You're on fire for God, man. You pray, you study the Bible. What about kids that aren't interested in God, or they don't, when their parents wake them up to go to church, they don't want to go to church? What would you say to that?
Well, think about the blessings that God has given you, and it's about the more you pray, the more you break the chains, the easier it's going to be to have that relationship with God. It's like the more sin you have, it's the deeper you're getting in the hole. Like if there's chairs lined up right here, and each sin is an extra chair between me and God, and so it's drifting us apart further and further. But it's about breaking the sin and doing the best that we can. But we're gonna make mistakes, like we were talking about earlier. We're gonna make mistakes, but it's about lifting up those chairs, throwing them away, and just getting closer to God.
Very good. So, what would be three things that parents do that really frustrate their kids, man? Maybe there's parents out there, they want to be better parents. What frustrates kids? What have you seen, maybe from me or other parents? What frustrates kids?
Well, it's not from you, but the fact that like sometimes you parents are quick to criticize more than they are to congratulate. And
That's good.
whenever like we do something wrong, some parents will, you know, you're doing this wrong. But then whenever it's about correcting and discipline for a parent, but then it's also about the fact that they if they do something right, they same exact congratulation as criticism.
Very good. You're exactly right. Kids need more um, praise and encouragement than they do criticism. You see a lot of parents do that. It's very good, man. What's another thing that frustrates kids?
I think just the fact that sometimes you see them giving attention to other things over you, and it kind of makes yourself feel like, they don't care about me as much as they do this thing. So, like, just whenever you have that feeling, it's not the best feeling in the world. And I got
Very good. That's good stuff. Anything else you can think of off the top of your head that maybe you've seen that are frustrating to kids, or you've seen your friends say, "Man, I hate it when my mom does that," or "hate it when my dad does that," because it'll help parents.
maybe. Well, it actually there's different parts of the congratulation. Whenever you're doing something wrong, the fact that it's quick to you're constantly beating them down, and then you're not getting any congratulation afterwards. I think that's one of the biggest things that the kids don't like about it, and that's what parents can improve on.
They don't want to be beat down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a beat down today. That's all right. So, what about going out like last night? You went out and served the homeless. You've gone with me at midnight passing out sleeping bags. You've gotten up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go pass out coffee to the homeless. When you first started, you were nervous, but now you'll do it all. So, what about kids out there? Their parents are really pushing them to a missions lifestyle. We got kids coming to our Mission 25 tonight, man. They're going to meet you. What would you say to kids out there? Because you do Kids with a Mission. Kids with a Mission is where Caleb inspires other kids to live their life on a mission. How did you overcome your fear? And what advice would you give for kids? Maybe if their parents are saying, "Hey, go to the homeless shelter with us," or go with us to go pass out food. How does it feel for you when you do that kind of stuff, man? What's your advice?
I mean, I've done it enough that for it's like it's routine to me, and I'm okay with it now. But I know some kids they're actually scared because we've made it to where the homeless people and the people who are broken are constantly trying to beat you down, but they actually want to give you love, and they want you to give them love, and they'll back you up because we had a scenario where there was one man. He wasn't homeless, but he was kind of being rough with me and my dad, and he was like he was freaking out on us, cussing us out. And then there's two homeless people that we've helped out a lot. They picked the man up and told him don't mess with our minister.
That was cool. How'd that make you feel, man?
It made me feel good because they actually feel what you're giving them. You're not just doing this and this being this other person. You're making an impact in their life, and once you get that feeling, there's no better feeling in the world.
Man, that is awesome stuff. This kid's got wisdom, Mike.
It's good.
I think he needs to write a book and do more videos, man. You got a lot to share.
Maybe he needs his own show.
Maybe he needs his own show. You should start having your own show, my man. Once every Saturday morning, do a show for kids. All their parents could get them up. Instead of cartoons, they could watch you share some wisdom. We might start doing that. What do you think?
That'd be a good idea.
Are you for it?
I'm for it.
So, Caleb, what about in the world of soul winning? I know you bring a lot of visitors to church, man. What about kids out there that are 10, 11, 12 years old that don't believe they can win souls? You've done it. What would be your advice?
We tend to make soul winning harder than it is, and when we go to school each and every day for the kids, there's kids that want that feeling to be able to go to church, but we haven't asked them yet. And just whenever you're able to just to go get it, and it's about getting those opportunities and going for them, not letting them pass because you're nervous or you feel like you're gonna be less cool for it. It's not about pride. It's about the fact that I'm gonna win this soul, and this is what's gonna be greater in eternity over me playing this video game.
Very good, man. So explain why you don't play many video games. What about kids out there that play too much video games? What's your thoughts about that?
I'm not against video games, but I'm against playing them too much because we don't realize it, but we have one life, and it goes by super quick. For the fact that people's like I was just on a walk yesterday, and I was thinking I did all like we have 2 hours of free time a day. Most kids spend it on video games, and I just feel like I'd rather spend it on something that's gonna matter when I'm older, and something these video games. Who's gonna care that I scored 1,000 points in this racing game? Or who's gonna care that I won this soul in the church for good?
Dude, Caleb Maddix is on fire today, my friends. Anybody want to ask Caleb any questions while he's here? It's rare that he's get to be on a show because he's always in school.
Tammy had a question.
Tammy had a question?
Scroll down.
Oh, down here. Caleb, you're a blessing. Anybody have a question?
Man, I was just thinking, I wish I knew half that stuff when I was your age.
Oh, my God, the wisdom at the age of 12, we would have been. You're on the right path, son, and I believe you're going to continue to even grow more and get stronger. Anybody? Gracie says hi from Caleb.
How you doing?
Say hi to Gracie. Anybody else want to? Anybody else want to ask a question to Caleb while he's here? What's your favorite food, man?
I like chicken a lot because not fried chicken, but grilled chicken, and not the kinds that you don't get at fast food, but like real chicken. I don't know. I just love
like
that
out
food.
on the grill.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Chicken,
chicken on there.
That's what I'm talking about. What's your favorite? Someone asked what your favorite sport at, and are you good at hoops?
Oh, I can play hoops. Yeah.
Okay, you hoop it up. Huh? What's your favorite sport?
Baseball, but I like all this. I like every sport, and I feel like it's good. It's good to give attention to sports, but something is not like your god. So any sport that you can play to get healthier and exercise, I feel like it's good. But my favorite is baseball.
This kid's on it, man.
Yeah, I like the
Gracie wants to know what your favorite holiday is, Caleb.
Christmas. Christmas is the lights getting out and the Christmas tree, and it's the best feeling in the world hearing that Christmas music. And there's no greater feeling than Christmas for me.
Very good. Ashley says, what's your favorite book? Next to the Bible, of course.
My favorite book is Relentless. I've read it a couple of times.
What 12-year-old's favorite book is called Relentless?
I don't know. It's a great book, and it just motivates me every time I read it. And I was actually fixing to go. A second ago, I was actually reading it, and I was fixing to go outside and finish it. But
You gonna go lay by the pool?
Yeah.
Beautiful outside.
That's what I did.
I feel like not to have to go to school today, Mug.
It was good.
Let's see if there's any other questions. Somebody said, "Oh, Janice wants to know what you want to be when you grow up."
whatever God has me to be right now, I'm mainly focusing on uh, preaching and baseball. But right until God tells me different, my main focus is baseball. But if God tells me different, I'm right to it.
Nice. Baseball, and then if God says different,
Hmm.
cool. Someone asked if you could pick one thing to sell for, what would it be?
Say that again.
If you could pick one thing to sell for, if you were gonna like maybe sell something, like what would be one thing you could sell? Like you would be
Um,
really good at?
what would I be good at?
Yeah.
It depends. Like selling wise, I don't know. I have a feeling that I could sell anything from all the books I've read, and whatever you give me, I'm gonna try to sell it.
You're gonna
So
sell it, huh, Mug? What would be like one thing you could sell?
books,
Books.
write books and sell it.
Hey, Travis,
Nice.
thank you for the donation, by the way. We saw
Oh,
that come
Travis just
across.
gave a donation. Thank you,
Yes.
Travis. Travis dropped us a $20 donation for Mission 25. That's awesome. Yeah, Ashley, you'll love that book. I know your style. You'll love that book. Let's see if we have any other questions before we let you go, man. You've been awesome today, bro. Somebody said you're about to take my show over. What's going on, Mike? Like, man
Sometimes he
comes
just,
walking in. We're trying to do a show, and he like takes it over.
yeah, shows us up.
Shows
Right.
us up. Nobody's gonna watch anymore. They're checking
be
to see
like,
the tweet.
When's
If
Caleb?
Caleb's not on, we're not coming.
Yeah, get Caleb on the show. When's Caleb's show? I know already. That's what we're gonna hear.
I'm the most blessed man alive.
The book to Relentless, Arnold. Yeah, we can link that up in the archives. No problem.
Love you, buddy. Somebody
No
asked what
problem at
the
all.
first Mission 25 activity was. The first Mission 25 activity is going to be tomorrow morning at 5:25. Going and passing out coffee, hot chocolate, donuts to the homeless. Then we're taking 25 homeless people to Cracker Barrel. Oh, someone wants you to rate me a scale of 1 to 10.
Me rate you
Yeah,
3.
3.
No, 3. No, 9.9.
9.9. I got to get a 10 or you're out.
You're okay. You're a 10.
No
Give it
lunch.
to you.
Well, Mike, we got about 8 minutes, my friend.
Yeah.
Caleb, thanks for being on the show, dude. You've been a blessing. Any final words?
Um,
If everybody in America was watching you right now and you could impact their life, everybody was watching you, what would you say?
whatever you're going through, just remember God only tests the people He wants to graduate. And if you're being tested, you're going to have that graduation day. Just focus on that over what you're going to test.
That is bad, bro.
Give me one,
God,
too.
dude. I personally needed to hear that. You're in the spirit today, Mug. Proud of you, man. I love it, dude. Thank you. Boom. Hope I passed the test.
You did.
I love you so much. Thanks
Thank
for being
you.
with us, man.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Caleb.
Thanks
Wow.
Great stuff.
Good stuff, man. I had no idea.
We'll
Actually,
just sit here for a minute and bask in that.
yeah, I mean, wow. Honestly, I feel blessed. I feel challenged. They just said some things that challenged me.
I know.
What stuck out to you?
It's powerful. You know, he kept coming back to that. Well, two things really. One was he's got such an understanding of the balance of life. We talked about sports, and as long as it doesn't become your god, and just that understanding of balance that he has, and yet, he's focused on it and he's passionate about it, and that to me, knowing that a person can really be passionate about something and yet still serve God with all their heart. I mean, that's powerful. People need to know that. So maybe you're involved in a business, and you can be passionate about that and still serve God completely.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key is just always put God first.
Put God
Be willing to
first
do
and
what
have
God
that
wants you to
balance.
do.
Right. The other thing, and when he talked about, the balance of criticism versus praise for a parent, that's so important. And he kind of came back to it again
Yeah.
and really pounded it, and you can tell that that's something that sticks out to him. I think we mentioned the book Well Done, which is a great example of
Very
of
good.
that principle. And for parents out there, I think that's such an important thing. And it's so easy to when we get busy and our lives get confuddled, and there's all this stuff going on, and it's easy just to try to solve the problems. Like, here, I need to fix that, I need to fix that, I need to fix that, because I've got so much on my plate. And it takes energy to stop and sort of evaluate and say, okay, I'm going to praise my kids. I'm going to tell them what they're doing right. I'm going to spend time showing them, as opposed to just sometimes we get in that sort of management mode where we're just boom, 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 take care of that, take care of that, take care of that.
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. And a lot of parents need to hear this. Even though I feel like I'm a good dad,
Yeah.
I needed to hear that stuff. It was a good reminder for me.
Right.
See, that's why I did that, Mike. Parents don't listen to their kids.
Yeah.
What a wealth! There's no book that can better help you than the mind of your own child.
Yeah.
So why not ask your kid, what do you need to feel the most loved, secure,
Yeah.
confident?
Absolutely. And also his point about the small things. Sometimes we think about big events like, well, if I take my kids to Disney World,
yeah,
right,
exactly.
it's going to be all good. And it's like, no, they want you to sit down for 10 minutes and hear how their day went, and or 5 minutes. And the other thing, like you were talking, listen to your kids. To sit down like in a formal environment and say, okay, tell me what's on your mind. That isn't going to work.
It ain't gonna happen.
You literally have to spend time with your kids and listen and look for opportunities to hear what they're saying.
Well, like you take your son hiking, and,
Yeah.
and you guys stay all night, backpack, and lay on sleep in hammocks. What an opportunity for y'all to have some heart to heart.
Right. And 80% of the time, I mean, we're guys, right? So 80% of the time, we're walking through the woods and we're not talking because that's hiking, right? But the 20%,
perfect bro time right there.
Exactly. Two guys, it's like you don't got to talk. We're just.
Unless you're with me. We were driving down the road yesterday. Mike didn't say anything for like 5 minutes, and I was talking to Carol. I was like, Mike, you okay? I was like, you're quiet. He was like, yeah, I'm just thinking. Nice 5 minute break, huh, man?
I was
with me. There's no
with my eyes
break. I
open.
just want to keep chatting it up, right?
Yeah. But my point is that 20%
Yeah.
of the time that we're talking, that's when and you got to listen. Use your ears and listen and think about what people are saying. Don't just wait for your turn to talk, right? Listen to what they're saying.
Absolutely. Very good point, Mike. Steven's not able to attend Mission 25. He's dropping a $25 donation. Steven, we love you. Thank you. You are here now. You're here, my friend. Anybody that prayed for us and donated, you're here with us. Steven, tomorrow you'll see pictures of homeless people, single moms, kids with cancer getting an iPad or a Kindle, a juicing book. Friend, you're here. And I can't wait to meet you, Steven, at another one, my friend. Awesome stuff. Mike, got about 3 minutes.
Hey, Nathan, shout out to you. It's his first time watching. His son told him about it. And thank you so much. Appreciate
awesome,
the feedback.
Nate. Welcome. Where are you from, Nate? He's typing.
He's typing. It's good, man. This is
well, it's a great week. This is our 3rd week in a row of doing Fuel for Success.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other day, are you doing that every day? Yeah, we're in every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Thank you, Pacey. Welcome Nathan to the show, man. Nathan, you can watch previous episodes if you want at fuelforsuccess.tv.
That's right.
My name is Michelle. My son is 23. Awesome. From Maine. Major shout out. Got bad snow up there, Michelle?
Thanks, Stephen, for the donation. Appreciate that.
Stephen rocks, man. We got about 2 minutes, guys. Let me just throw something out there for you to think about over the weekend. We're talking about family and relationships. At the end of the day, we're all going to fail. We're going to fail as parents. We're going to fail as friends. We're just going to fail in our reactions. Bottom line is, don't be so hard on yourself. Learn from it and ask God to allow you to have another experience, because like my son said, you pass the test, you graduate. So sometimes, as parents, as friends, and all of our relationship dealings in business and personal relationships, people frustrate us. People get on our nerves because we deal with people. People push our buttons. And someone once said, you squeeze the toothpaste comes out. So you kind of know what someone is like when they're under pressure.
Yeah.
So next time you're under pressure, you're going through something, try to practice keeping calm and keeping control. That's how you know you're growing. If you blew a gasket this week, it's over. Let it go. Forgive yourself. Try again today. Try again tomorrow. But the main thing is that you keep a positive attitude, that you trust God, that you ask God for wisdom, and that you serve and love people, and that you be a giver and a good listener, and you care, and you're willing to say you're sorry, and you're willing to say I was wrong. And please do at least watch the first 15 minutes of this episode of what my son said, because I think it's going to help parents be better parents.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great show, Mike. Enjoyed being with everybody. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Be praying for us.
Pray for us.
It starts literally in 8 hours. So 8.5 hours from now, I'll be preaching a message called A Missions Lifestyle. And it's going to be very high impact to those that are there. And then also we'll be seeing you guys Monday. We're going to be talking about health and weight loss. We love you guys. Thanks for everything. Appreciate you. Thank you, Arnie, for the kind words, man. Very much appreciate that. Appreciate our faithful people that show up every day and watch us. Put it out on your Twitter or Facebook. Text all your friends and family about it. If any episode ever helps you and you think it'll help somebody, shoot them an email with the link or text them or tell them, hey, you got to watch this show. These guys maybe we might have said something that'll really help your cousin Susie or your brother Ben or your grandma Dorothy, you know, whatever it is. Go check it out, my friends. We love you and we're here for you. Thank you, Pacey. Everybody that's praying for Mission 25, thank you so much. You guys want to say hi to Carol? Come here, Carol. Say goodbye to everybody. It's a weekend goodbye. That's Carol. That's Mike's wife. There she
everybody.
is. Tell them you love them.
I love you.
Everybody's saying hi. Mighty woman of God. We love you, Carol. You're the best. All that good stuff.
Oh.
Caleb, say goodbye to everybody. Everybody loved having you on the show, man.
Great job today, Caleb.
See you guys. Thank you for having me on.
It was our privilege. Everybody bragged on you. Love you guys. God bless you.
Thanks,
See y'all
everyone.
Monday.